I was actually born in Victoria. When I was a few months old, we moved to San Antonio with my brother. I have a brother who's 1 year older than me. My mom got started abusing drugs. She had since she was 16, but she stopped when she had me and my brother, and then she just kind of fell back into it. We just kind of like raised ourselves. And then when I was 12, she went to jail. She was there for 2 years, and I just kind of like bounced around. I was with my grandmother, I was with my birth father. I actually met him for the first time. That didn't last very long. I stayed with a couple friends, and then I ended up back with my grandma. And then from there, my mom got out again when I was 14. She got a job and she got a place, so we moved out on her own. At the time, my brother didn't come back down from North Carolina with me. He wanted to stay there with our father. I didn't, so I came back here. Emotionally, I was just like, couldn't handle it. Too young. Too young for all of this, so I just kind of like bottled it up, and I would read my books, and that was kind of how I got through it, because I didn't have my brother anymore. So then I got really into reading books, because you could go anywhere in the world, be anybody in the world you want to be. I was in a kinship placement, which means I was with a family member or a guardian, and then I was in 2 foster homes. I ended up staying at the last foster home for about 1.5 years. To me, the system was very, very frustrating at the time, because like they choose where you go, they choose where you live, what you're allowed to do, who you're allowed to talk to. You have a list of people you're allowed to talk to on the phone with. A lot of times it just takes away your control, and then you get really frustrated because you want it back, and you'll do just about anything to get a semblance of control. I don't think they understand that we were in control, and then in one day, in 1 hour, all of that was stripped away. Our friends, our family, our lives. Like, even if my family is dysfunctional and crazy, they were what I knew. That was my environment. I could handle it. But then going into a new environment where I didn't know anybody, I didn't know anything, I didn't have my family behind me, it was scary. It's like being underwater and screaming. Nobody hears you, but they know you're there. You have to understand that even in the craziness and chaos, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew what was going on. I didn't ever second guess. I wasn't ever scared, because I was so used to that. And I think understanding that and giving us that time to kind of adjust, and then I think explaining to us. Like, I know whenever we would go to a new foster home, we'd sit down at the table and the foster parents would tell us all of the rules. Never told us why they were the rules, but told us all of the rules and expected us to follow them. Older kids were at this age where we can talk to you, we can understand. And I think being on the same page and allowing them a little bit of reassurance and just a little bit of that, we do this because of this, I think honestly can go a really long way. When you are fostering somebody who's older, 16, 17, 15, there's that misconception that there's something wrong with us. You're who you're gonna be for the rest of your life, so what's the point? Like, you're already beyond saving. I was only in my foster home for 1 year. A lot of my changes that I made were because I finally had some kind of like stability. Being there and just like understanding that in that short amount of time, you can still do so much good. If I was going to be a foster parent, some of the qualities that I should have are patience, understanding, determination, because we're going to push some buttons. All foster kids are going to push some buttons. We're still trying to figure out who we are and what we're doing. Having the right kind of personality and the right kind of people taking the kids can do so much good, because if we know that we're wanted, that goes a long way in empowering us. And when you feel good about yourself, when you feel confident about yourself because you have all of these people behind you, the sky's the limit.
Learn more about becoming a foster parent and the community-based care network of foster agencies at familytapestry.org.